Hey, it's Jane and Heather. We're here having coffee, and it's Sunday. And yeah, we decided to get together and talk about habits. Last week we talked about goals. And so, yeah, you have a question?
I do. Are your habits holding you back from success? And that can be success in your business, your relationships, your professional life, or your health.
Habits, I think habits hold everybody back. And yeah, so yesterday, Heather and I were talking, and it was kind of funny because I asked her what bad habits she had that she might want to change. And because I have a lot of bad habits.
Tell me about that. Tell me about one of your bad habits, Jane. Just tell me.
No.
Let's hear it. Come on.
I have a lot of bad habits.
Let's hear it.
Heather said she didn't have any. You said you didn't have any yesterday.
I just don't have time. I don't have time for a bad habit. Like, there's only just so much time in every day. I have to be doing good things.
So Heather doesn't have time, but I have a lot of bad habits. So, yeah. So one habit was that are you talking about the coffee one with my husband?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, so I have a really positive morning routine, and I like to get up early, shower, do all these positive things, and after I've showered and gotten ready and done this great morning routine, I get back into bed with my husband, I get coffee, and we talk for like an hour. And I I don't want to say it's a waste of time because I'm with my husband, but it's a habit that I don't get anything done. And after we've had an hour of coffee in bed, I almost feel more tired, but I didn't want to give it up.
Well, and you didn't want to give it up for a good reason, right? I mean, this is your relationship that, you work on your relationship just like everyone else, right?
Yeah.
So and you didn't want to give that up. But what happened when you actually told him, approached him about this? What did he actually say? What happened?
When I told my husband I want to switch our coffee habit in the morning, it's like a whole hour. He said, okay, he just wants to do what makes me happy. And I was like, oh, and he actually was excited that I decided to get up early and change the morning routine, and he got the bed all to himself.
There you go. See? In your mind, you made this great big story about why you couldn't change your habit, okay?
Yeah. So,
what habit did you actually, so what are you actually doing when you get up?
Okay, so my first thing, the first step in this 4-step process is identifying your bad habits. And mine was that I needed to get up earlier and work out because I was avoiding working out. I kept saying I didn't have enough time. And so I get up at 5:30 now, I go down to my gym and I'm doing some like positive sayings, some stretches, and just having time to myself, and I actually kind of like it.
Yes.
It's crazy. I'm like, I'm getting up at 5:30. So I just feel like it's so important to realize that these bad habits, they might not seem bad, but if you make a change and you create something positive. So anyway.
It's kind of true. So like when I thought about what you said, like about my, bad habits, and I said I didn't have any. Well, I kind of do. I have a really bad habit, I'll admit it, of not doing things because I need it to be perfect. So I'm a perfectionist in recovery, and I do want to change this habit. I do want, because I think it holds me back. It holds me back from trying new physical pursuits. It holds me back from business things that we're doing. It holds me back in so many ways. It limits me, and that's the thing.
Okay,
your bad habits are limiting you.
Yeah. So number 2, you got to start creating good habits. So for example, when I changed mine, my good habit is that I'm now working out in the morning. So I've created a new good habit. Yeah.
Because you really want to make it like a routine. You want to be able to, you get up anyways and you have coffee anyways, you might as well make that like, hey, you got to work out, then you can have a cup of coffee. That's like a reward.
Right.
And like we talked about last week, your outcome goal for the year or for your 5-year or your health goal or whatever, you have to have behaviors that you do every day, habits really, that you do every day to move you towards those goals that you have for yourself.
Yeah. So number 3 is design routines around the new habit, because what happens is if you have a habit that you want to break and you want to create a new one, it won't stick unless you have a routine. So you can do something called habit stacking. I'm actually doing this training. Heather and I are doing this training with Bob Heilig. He's amazing. And so the habit stacking is, for example, I want to do more personal growth. A lot of people think they don't have time in the day. So you take something you already do and you stack the new habit on it. So when I dry my hair and do my makeup, I'll add listening to a podcast or listening to something positive.
And you already brush your teeth, because we've been doing that since we were like 3 years old. So why not do 10 squats or 10 push-ups off the counter?
I would never do 10 push-ups or squats when I was brushing my teeth.
Oh, yeah, it's one-handed.
I would never do that.
Yeah.
You.
Hey, it's about finding things that you already do. You're already successful at it.
You are an athlete. She's an athlete.
No.
Heather doing squats, brushing her teeth is a good thing.
I'm just saying.
Okay,
you gotta find where you're already successful, and you gotta just build this in. You're talking about stacking a new habit.
Right.
Well, let's do it on something we already do.
Heather could do that. That's good for you. Squats when you brush your teeth. Someone else might like that idea. Not me. Okay, and then the number 4 is make your habits stick. How do you make habits stick? And Bob Heilig says that you do small steps every day. Just little things, and not to focus on the activity but the result, and give yourself time. So it's what happens over a period of time.
Right.
And,
there's a couple good ways of looking at these little habits are that you need to celebrate. Like the moment that you actually do the first time you ever do that new habit, you like go, whoa, scored, like fist bump, you know, good job. You can say it to yourself, like me driving in the winter. Good job, Heather. You made it to work in your car today. And anyways, you have to celebrate those. You celebrate the good things that you do every day. That really, really helps too.
Yeah. Well, the first day I got up at 5:30, it was so hard because it was uncomfortable for me to get up at 5:30. But by the 4th, 5th day, I started to like it. And so I was just proud of myself, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, we just hope this helps in some way, that all of us have habits. We all need to change our habits, and to change your life, you do need to change your habits, because our life is made up of what we do every day.
Right.
And we just thought we'd share this because I just think it's important. And this is important, visualizing your success, right?
Yes.
So visualizing where you want to be. If you want to lose weight, visualize what you will feel like when you get your jeans
right
on.
Exactly. And you got to put a positive emotion to it. You got to feel how great you're going to feel when you actually when your outcome comes to fruition.
How
you gotta
feel,
that emotion. That's what's going to keep you on your habit on track, right?
Yeah. And so so next week we're actually going to do a vision board, because one of the ways to keep your habit, sticking a habit, is to have a vision. So if you visualize success, I think it's really, really important to have a vision board. And so next week, Heather and I are going to make one. So we'll kind of be prepared. We thought, we'll do it with our coffee. We'll come on live, show you our vision boards and what we're doing. And and then we're gonna end this with a quote. We're finished our coffee time. Cheers. Here's your coffee. Quote. Do you want to read it out?
Sure. You don't change your life. You change your habits, and your habits change your life.
That's true. So cheers.
Thanks for joining.
Having good habits.
Happy Sunday.